Hello Gemini, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel, Pisces Spirit Moon. And if you're a returning soul, welcome back. Okay, Gemini, this will be a general reading for all Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So if you have Gemini in any of those placements in your chart, this should just about be the reading for you. Okay, keep in mind my readings are timeless and they're general. So just keep what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force or fit anything. Okay, please do click the like button, especially if you enjoy this reading. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I always like to hear feedback from my viewers, and all of that helps my channel grow. Okay, last but not least, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, or if you would like to make a kind donation and support my channel through those means, all of the info is in the description box down below this video. Keep in mind that's the only way that you can contact me. There's no other way, and I do not reach out to anyone offering my services, so please be aware of any scams. Okay, what else, Gemini? Oh yeah, this reading will be published, or should be published. I'm running a little behind. Maybe it will be published after, but it doesn't matter. But it should be published during the full moon in Scorpio, which will also be a lunar eclipse, I believe. And but it doesn't mean that you have to watch this video exactly in the moment of that full moon. Okay, like I said, my readings are timeless. Sometimes the energy stays lingering for months. Okay, I just focus on mostly on the energy of the moon. But it doesn't mean that things are going to happen exactly on that night. Okay. Energy is very fluid, and like I said, my readings are timeless. Okay. Best time for you to watch my readings or view my readings is when you come across them. That's all. Or the title catches your attention. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have for you. Something about some lessons, blessings. One more, Gemini. Yeah, good. Listening to your intuition right now, it's very important for you. So there might be some clarity that you're seeking. We'll see in a minute, okay? Gemini, the heart of the matter, what this reading will be about for some of you is a current energy that you're dealing with or will be dealing with soon, okay? Eight of Wands. This could be some fast changes, it's like a breakthrough. We'll see in a minute, okay? Give me a minute. Because I'm getting a lot of messages with this. But it's mostly like some breakthrough or some fast changes, or the energy that's crossing you, and it could be challenging you, is the Three of Pentacles. I get a sense that I don't know if you feel like you're being tested by either it's others or by a specific situation. And I don't know if it's making you feel uncomfortable or it's not really a test, but you're seeing it or perceiving it that way, and you don't like to be tested. I think it's going pretty much in that sense. The energy that's it's crowning you, and it's in your conscious mind, and you do see clearly. Yes. It's the Emperor. It's strong Aries energy. Do you feel that you are strong enough already for something? And that whatever it is that you are going through at this moment is literally a waste of your time? Like, I don't need to go through this? Be careful, because that could be your ego. We're never good enough for anything. Trust me on that. We keep growing and getting better. But it doesn't mean that at some point we're going to stop and say, well, I finally made it. No. Sometimes when we die and we come back to this life, it's because we have to continue growing. It's a non-stop process. Something here about your belief system. And it's something about lessons. The energy that is below you, and it's in your subconscious mind, and you don't see clearly. But you should, because this is what the universe is pretty much trying to make you see with more clarity. Pretty redundant, actually, because it's the King of Swords. And it's literally what I said. It's like the universe is trying to tell you, I need you to see things from this other point of view, not in this stubborn energy. You are growing, you are wiser, but you're not in your final stage. That's what I hear. There's still more breakthrough, more lessons, more tasks that must be achieved. And it's not a test. Even if you feel you're being tested, the universe doesn't really test us, Gemini. Even though it feels that way, the universe knows when we're good enough for something. The thing is that it sometimes has to test us so that we can see that we are already ready. You see, the universe already knows. The one who doesn't know is you. So that's why sometimes it has to put us under certain stress or testing, so that then we can get that clarity and say, oh, maybe I am ready for this new adventure in my life. And that clarity to see that you're not finished. It's an ongoing process that you're going through in this life. Once you accomplish a lesson, guess what? Well, there's another lesson after that one. And then there's another one. And that's how we grow. We become stronger and wiser. And I think you're being asked here, or you're being called here, to start connecting more to your higher more to your divine feminine energy. It doesn't matter what gender you are. But you see, I think you're a little too much into this divine masculine, which is a bit stubborn, a little too grounded. And they need you to start connecting more with the divine, with your spirituality, with your religion. And it doesn't matter what religion you practice. It's about having more faith and trusting yourself and trusting the path. Gemini, the energy behind you could be your recent past. Before we go there, I just got this message, something about this King of Swords. Even if it's a masculine energy, this is an air energy, in which you are an air sign. And it's something about, it's how you address things in your mind that you have to change somehow, so you can have this clarity or breakthrough about something. Energy behind you, recent past, what is pushing you through this? Knight of Swords. Some more air energy. We have a sense of wanting this clarity. Fast changes, fast movement, fast clarity. It's a very complicated energy, Gemini. It's mostly in your mind. Where do we hear something about proving to someone or to yourself something about yourself? Take that as it resonates. I don't know. Give me a second, okay? Okay, Gemini, the energy in front of you, where you're headed to, or what is coming towards you, near future, judgment, okay? So there is something about you stepping out. Could be from a comfort zone, but maybe even from an old way of doing things, a way of thinking. Stepping away from your ego and becoming more vulnerable, because you see how they're naked. They're stepping out of the tombs. They're calling. They're answering a calling, and they're accepting to be vulnerable. So I think if you do address the situation where you're feeling like you're being tested, and you see it as part of your lessons in life, as part of your path, as part of your spiritual growth, then things will start changing. And that's why I told you that they're telling you to listen more to your inner guidance, to your higher self. And answer to this calling. where you're being asked to drop this ego of thinking maybe that you are already good enough, that you have finally done the work, when you really haven't yet. We never finish, you see. Once you see this, with that point of view, then things will change for you. But within you, there's this need of wanting to move forward a little too quick. And I don't think it should be that way. Yeah. Gemini, the energy that's representing you, or how you will be responding to the situation, is the Death card, the strong Scorpio energy. And this, the full moon that we will be entering these days is in Scorpio. So some of you could be connected, or this energy could be connected with this moon for some of you. But this is death, and it's death of the ego. I think you are going to understand that you are not that prepared yet, that you are not fully grown and done with your spiritual and life lessons, that there's still a long way to go. There are many other things that have to be learned here. That's why you're having this judgment call also. It's like they're telling you, no, you're not finished yet. There's still a long way to go. The energy that's surrounding you and could be influencing you is the moon card. Strong Piscean energy. There's a lot of mystery surrounding this situation. There could be a lot of fear because of not being able to see the unknown. And that fear is what made you step into this Emperor. Maybe that stubborn energy of thinking that, oh, I already know it. Oh, I've already gone through the worst in my life. There are no more lessons for me to learn. Look at me. I'm already in this energy. Actually, if this was the Empress, which is the divine feminine energy, it would be very different. She's more humble, more true and loyal to herself. I'm not saying that the Emperor isn't, but she's not as stubborn, you see. And she is willing to accept that there are still lessons in life. And she is willing to accept to be vulnerable. But you have to stop feeling that you are continuously being tested. The universe doesn't need to do that. It only needs to do it when it needs to show you that you are ready. It's like saying, that saying, and I did it for, I don't remember if it was Aries or Taurus, but the teacher comes when the student is ready. And that's what the universe is pretty much trying to show you here, that there are still more lessons to be learned, but if you're not willing to learn them, then there's nothing to be learned from, right? But then how do we grow more? How do we progress? The energy in your hopes and fears, which makes a lot of sense to me. It's the Six of Pentacles. You wish that things would be more balanced, equal, not having to go through this feeling of being tested. Why do I have to feel tested? Why do I have to explain myself? Why do I have to go through this? I just want things to be the same as it is for this person and that person. Why am I the one that has to go through all this testing? Well, guess what? Everybody goes through it. And you have to understand that you're going through this because it's not a punishment. It's because the divine has handpicked you to make you stronger and wiser. You see, your lessons are blessings. No matter how painful they may seem or how hard they may seem to you. That's why you're probably acting from a state of fear. Being stubborn and saying, no, I don't need to go through more tests. I'm done. No, we're never done. If we're in this life, if we're still in this life, we're not done. That's why we keep reincarnating in this life. When we're done, then we don't have to reincarnate anymore. Outcome or advice, which I usually take more as advice. It's the Four of Wands. Okay, they want you to stay in harmony within yourself, with the divine. Try to connect more with Source. It's like a divine union. And have confidence and have faith. And do things with love. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of crossing gates and doors, of opening new paths. It's part of your growth, Gemini. And try to stay balanced and in harmony. But you have to be vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. But your ego is not letting you see that. You have to see things from another point of view. Clarity. That King of Swords is addressing things face to face and understanding things from the proper point of view. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. You see, that's you have to see things from the point of view of a King of Swords, not from a Page of Swords. That Page of Swords doesn't know how to use that sword properly yet. It doesn't know how to address things with a proper clarity. You have to do it in this state. But to do this, it has to be done through that state of accepting to be vulnerable and understanding that you're not being tested. That these lessons are blessings. That's what I'm gonna title your reading. These painful and difficult lessons are actually your blessings. Give me a second. I gotta write that down. I'm sorry, Gemini, but you're difficult and painful lessons are actually blessings. Okay? Okay. Gemini, I don't have to clarify anything in this reading. I really don't. It's very it's very straightforward and it's very deep. A bit confusing at the beginning with that Eight of Wands, but it's that clarity. It's a breakthrough. It's way of seeing things different. It's a switch of mind. Please give me the best additional advice. Additional advice doesn't have to be related to the reading, but it's certain other things that can help you focus on or work on while you're going through this process in your life. That's additional advice for Gemini, please. Thank you. Any more? Interesting. Any more additional advice for Gemini, please? One more. One more go. Okay, thank you. That's it, Gemini. I only have, 2 and 3. I don't read reversals, but I'm just gonna explain to you that, this one came upside down, abundance, okay? And it's that lack of feeling abundant in the sense that you wish that things would be equal for you as it is for others. And you're not seeing things clearly here, okay? But you have to step into this abundant energy that you do have many blessings in your life, and to understand that your pains, that your lessons are actually more blessings for you. They may not seem that way right now, and they may not feel that way right now, but they will at some point, especially when you step into this energy. You accept to be vulnerable. You have to go through that ego death. Okay? But you have to understand that it's that harmony energy. Yeah, like the Four of Wands. So I have that, it's like a sun and the moon. It's like a balanced energy. Harmony. It's just like the Four of Wands. You have to stay balanced, okay? And just let things be and happen for you. And be thankful for the things that happen for you. The other one is friendliness, okay? That's number 2. Friendliness, I think it, that's strange. I got 2 messages, but the first one is it's always good to connect with others. Also the divine. Try to see the divine as your best friend. Okay? Staying also in harmony. But more than anything, I just immediately saw, stop comparing yourself with others. See how one tree is yellow and the other one is red, I can tell you that the red one might be wishing to be yellow and the yellow one could be wishing to be red. Whatever it is that when you see or you compare yourself with others, I'm sure that those others see the same things with you. They compare themselves with you. It's human behavior. We have to stop doing that. Start becoming more aware of ourselves. Awareness. Okay. And being more aware with yourself is a good way to kill the ego. And ego isn't really bad. The ego always gets a bad rap. ego is just a state of self-defense. And when we're afraid, when we're tired, when we are uncertain, when we fear, doubt, everything, we always use ego as a shield. And everybody does it, you know. Hey, someone can tell you, hey, maybe you should do this. You say, no, I'm good. I'm okay. That's ego right there. And when maybe you should, actually. And in your case, you're being called to do so. To continue accepting your lessons in life, to keep growing and becoming a better and stronger version of yourself. And it never stops. I understand you may be tired already. Trying to understand, well, I just finished this and now I have to go through this. What's going on? Yeah, that's what life is always all about. It's about growing. And I know it sometimes becomes very tiring, but that's how we become stronger for the next things that are waiting for us that will happen and that are part of our path. Okay, remember that we come into this life to learn, and it's a difficult school. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there for you. Okay, I hope this reading helps you and it gives you the guidance that you're seeking right now at this moment of your life. Okay, if you enjoy it, please click the like button and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And as usual, I hope to see you next time. And please always stay safe, always be happy, and stay very, very blessed. Goodbye, Gemini.